I'm Rachel Sheffield and I am a lecturer here at Curtin, and I've been managing the Helping Hand project since its inception in 2008. This year we've just raised the $20,000 to build a community learning centre in far north Laos that will provide accommodation, well not accommodation, but it will provide a place for a library for the 4 or 5 primary schools in that district, the high school in that district. So we're talking about 4,000 or 5,000 children who'll be able to access the library. They'll be able to do after school classes there. They'll learn weaving, they learn English, they learn cooking, they learn clean and sanitation. We've got primary schools to visit. They are the ambassadors for the 2 primary schools here that are sponsoring schools over there. So Woodlands Primary School here sponsors a school that's 10 kilometres out of Lamprabang, and they've been doing that for about 3 years. So the school is waiting for the girls to come, because the girls will come and bring materials from the school here, and also to see what they've been doing. The project's taken about 50 volunteers up. When the 10 or now 11 put their hands up and volunteered and have funded their own trip, it's amazing feeling that these girls would rather come up and do something valuable. Kids can make a difference. Children in Laos are very similar to children in Australia in many, many ways. I think raising awareness is really important. I'd love to see more schools sponsor schools in Laos. I'd love to raise the awareness of what we do, how Laos is and what we can do to help in schools across WA. I'd love to do more projects. For every project I do, there are 10 more I can do, and it's a case of fundraising for those projects. I think some of the cultural issues have been a challenge, and I think the girls, that's one of the things I know I can help the girls with, because it's taken me a really long time to work culturally.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
Hi, I'm Lauren.
Hiya, I'm Christine.
Hi, I'm Lydia.
I'd never heard about Laos before. I just had Rachel came into one of our classes and showed us all of these beautiful pictures, and just seeing these little children looking at books and the gifts that they brought them when they went over, and it was just amazing to see the look on their faces, and I thought that seemed like a really good thing to do, and the more we heard about it from Rachel, it just sounded like a really good thing to be a part of.
I wasn't really planning on coming. I only jumped on board this week, but it sounded really awesome when I heard about it, and I guess anybody can go to Bali, but not everybody has the opportunity to jump in on something like this.
It'd be good to see how they communicate with the teachers over there and see what they do and compare it to what we've done and what we can gain from them and what we can share with them as well.
I decided to go to Laos because Rachel really sold it to me. She came into our classroom twice, and that was all that was needed, just to show photos of when she went and how much they seemed to impact the community when they were there, and I just thought, how great would it be that I can be part of something like that, and I can you know, make the most of what I've learned in this beautiful country Australia and bring it over to somewhere that's not as, where the people aren't as lucky as me with education and everything I've got.
I kind of imagine it to be a bit like Bali and Thailand, but less commercial, because less like touched by the outside world.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks like a tropical paradise.
One of the orphans, she said to us, "You've come and you care about me, and you've come multiple times, so you keep coming back." And that your interest and care is what is really important to us. It's really, really good. That's how you sit. Sorry, because if you point your feet at someone, it's rude. Now I didn't know that, and everyone sits on the ground all the time. So I used to sit with my legs crossed like a primary school kid. Now that's not any good, but no one would say anything to me. So it's taken me a really long time to know that this is how you sit. And if you watch, you'll know. But there's a lot going on to take in. So it's like when they do a ceremony. It's about sharing in a community setting, like you said. It's very much a strong sense of community.
I'm most excited about meeting the children with their infectious smiles, to be honest. I can't wait. although the children here already light up the room whenever I walk in, I think it's just going to be even more magical over there because they don't have their iPads and their Nintendos and everything else that they go crazy for. They're just, they're just be so welcoming.
I'm especially excited to go visit children at like the Deaf Blind Mute Centre and take them things and spend some time with them to try and help them out and make a difference.
My future self.
Hope you've started saving for your next trip, because it sounds like once you get started with this, you just keep going with it and keep going back and trying to do as much as you can.
Hello!